Namaskar. Today I'm going to tell you how to keep your hair strong and shining with some yogic and traditional practices. It's a well known fact that given extra blood, any body part can be strengthened. In yoga, there is an asana called Pranamasana, which floods the entire scalp with a rich supply of blood and strengthens the hair root. To do this asana, you sit in Vajrasana and hold your ankles. Take a deep breath and exhaling, bend forward to keep your forehead on the ground. Now, holding your breath out, roll your head forward while lifting your hips up. A point to remember in this final position is that the back corner of the head should take the load and not the center. Breathe normally and hold the posture for a few seconds. Then again, holding your breath out, roll your head backward while lowering your hips to your heels. Inhaling, rise to the starting position and exhale. Other asanas which also bring more blood to the hair roots are Sarvangasana, Kandhrasana, Halasana, and to some extent Shashankasana. But people with heart ailments must never attempt these asanas, and those with high blood pressure or vertigo or neck problems can do them, but only after they normalize their conditions. And yoga is a great help in doing that. But just bringing extra blood to the hair roots is not enough. The blood has to have the right nourishments, because to be healthy, every body part needs specific nutrients. And for the hair roots, apart from proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, they are biotin, iron, magnesium, zinc, folic acid, and vitamins A, D, C, E. Deficiency of any of them can cause a hair problem. So you have to first ensure that your diet has them all. External feeding of the hair roots is also beneficial, and one of the most effective tonics for that is egg. Egg, as you know, sustains a living being and makes it grow every moment. That is a chick, which means it contains everything that is necessary for health and growth. So try applying egg at least once a week. Another complete food is milk, and raw milk is better because it is said to arrest premature graying and even reverse it. But both these items, milk and eggs, lack vitamin C. So you have to add that vitamin. Amla juice and lemon juice are very rich in vitamin C. You can use either. Sometimes, even with the best nourishments, the hair falls. It is because of glandular malfunction, and that happens mainly because of stress. If your problem is due to stress, then no external remedy can work, because hormones control all the functions in our body, including the hair growth. And if the right hormone is not there in the right quantity, then the hair cannot be healthy. Secondly, stress makes the blood capillaries constrict, which decreases the blood flow in them. Consequently, the hair follicles do not get enough nourishments and become progressively weaker. In that condition, naturally they cannot hold on to the hair. So you need to normalize the glandular functions, and for that you need to de-stress your mind, and there is nothing like meditation for that. There are so many kinds of meditation in the world. You can choose any form that you like, as they all have the same effects on our system. You just have to do it regularly to remain stress-free. Apart from asanas and meditation, you should also do some pranayamas, as oxygen is essential for the health of the hair. And pranayamas oxygenate each body cell perfectly. But you should choose them according to your body's needs and conditions, because pranayamas have specific effects on our system, and an unsuitable one can be counterproductive. For example, if you are hypertensive and you do Bhastrika Pranayam, your pressure can escalate to a dangerous height. Similarly, if you have low blood pressure and you do Ujjayi Pranayam, then your pressure can become too low. But there is one pranayam which is safe for everybody, and that is Nadi Sodhan Pranayam. It is just alternate nostril breathing with several steps from simple to advanced, and each step has a fixed ratio for the inhalation, exhalation and retention. But beginners and people with high blood pressure or any other heart ailments should not cross the third step, as from the fourth step onwards it involves breath retention, which can be risky in certain conditions. In the third step, you simply inhale from the left, exhale from the right, then inhale from the right and exhale from the left. And the ratio is 1:1. That means if you inhale for 5 counts, you exhale for 5 counts. Regarding traditional practices for strong hair, late Dr. Lakshmana Mishra, a famous Vaidya of Odisha, had recommended a very simple one which people swear by. Sit in Vajrasan, take a buffalo horn comb and comb your hair with it while repeating a mantra, sheath, sheath, sheath. For the best result, do it for 10 minutes and 2-3 times every day. That's all for today. God bless you.